YouTube family, what is up everyone? This is the original Girl B, and today I'm bringing you some Tekken gameplay as I said I would. And this is my first time actually owning a Tekken. I think the most Tekken experience I've had is that Tekken Online game where you had to have coins to play. And you could go into like a King of the Hill, and if you didn't have enough coins, guess what? You're knocked off the king. I think the next after that, I had some experience with Tekken 3. And I played that a little bit. Other than that, little bit of experience with Tekken 5. Never played 4, never played 6. But I'm not worried. I'm not worried, and it's because of the way I think and approach fighting games. I'm very, very comfortable, you know, playing fighting games. So I legitimately feel like I can pick up any fighting game, learn it, and be able to be successful in it. You know, I have a friend who's played Tekken games for a very long time, and you know, I challenged him. I said, hey man, when this Tekken comes out, man, you give me a week or so and I'll be able to beat you. And that's not a testament to, oh, you know, me saying that my friend's not good, because I'm sure my friend is very good. But the comfort, the fluidity, I'm going to use the word naturalness, even though it's probably not a word, that in which fighting games come to me really gives me the confidence to spend a few hours a day for maybe a week or so, week to 10 days, and be in a position where I can compete with a lot of other players. And the reason why that is possible for someone like me is because it's the way that I approach the game, it's the way that I think about the game. And for me, everything is mind games. Everything is an intellectual battle. Everything is a mental, you know, trading of blows for me. And I will always feel like, as I say, the mentality comes before the ability. I feel like if I can outthink you, then I can defeat you. So I'm not worried that I'm gonna get on Tekken and all of a sudden get on Injustice and everything just seems out of whack. And that is why I bring these kind of videos to you guys in the way that I do. I don't talk about things that are specific to something like Tekken usually. I don't talk a lot about things that are specific to Injustice 2 or specific to Mortal Kombat, because ultimately I want you all to be at a point where you can pick up any fighting game and feel like you can be successful in that game within a week or so's time. As you can see, you know, I've done videos where I talk about how to get comfortable, you know, with the moveset, with the tools that you have available. And that's so important for every single fighting game. It's really, really important, because that's like opening up your car hood, getting ready to do some repairs or whatever the hell it is that you do under your car hood, and then having someone bring you a toolbox. And suddenly you open up that toolbox and just start grabbing things out of that toolbox and trying to use them to fix your car without any knowledge of what's actually in the box. When you don't come in here and you don't learn these combos and you don't start with those basics, someone is bringing you a random toolbox and telling you to fix your car. And you don't know what type of screwdrivers you have, you don't know if you got a hammer, you don't know if you have 6 butter knives in that toolbox. So the very first thing you need to do with every single fighting game is go and see what is available to you as a player. And those are the different things that I've talked about in some of my early how to be good at fighting game videos, and it translates everywhere. It translates everywhere. It translates right over to Tekken, even though I've been playing Injustice, and I've been playing Mortal Kombat, and I've been playing Dragon Ball Xenoverse, and I've been doing all these other different things. The stuff that I want you guys to really get down is this. These intangibles, these ways to approach the game. That way, you could always be good. It doesn't matter if it's Injustice 9 or Injustice 35. It doesn't matter if it's Tekken. It doesn't matter if it's Bloody Roar. I hope some of y'all caught that Bloody Roar. Bloody Roar is a fantastic game. But it doesn't matter if it's Soul Calibur or anything. If you learn to think about the game a certain way, if you learn the basics of the game, then you can very well be just as good in Tekken as you are in Mortal Kombat, as you are in Injustice, as you are in Street Fighter, as you are in Xenoverse, as you are in Budokai. Also, please don't misconstrue what it is that I am saying, because these other YouTubers or these other tutorial guys are giving you tools. They're giving you tools that you can put into your toolbox. Whether it's a tool that only works in Injustice or a tool that only works in Mortal Kombat, these are still tools. All I'm saying is you don't want to be in a position where, for instance, suppose in Mortal Kombat or Injustice or even Tekken, suppose that they decide to get rid of the juggling mechanic. Really do damage on your opponent is when he's standing straight up and down. So there's no more of this punch him in the foot 6 times to keep him juggled in the air. No more of that. Just more of a realistic enactment of what a fight is. So not punching someone in the leg and having them fly up and down and be juggled. None of that. What are you gonna do? How much of your arsenal has been taken away by a simple change like that to the system? Because honestly, that's kind of what Mortal Kombat did. I used to use Sub-Zero a certain way, and suddenly they broke his moves into several different pieces, and all of a sudden, I almost had to relearn Sub-Zero from scratch. But that's not all that I was able to do in that particular game. You need to have something that you bring to the game. So everything that makes you good can't be on that disc, or it can't be that on that digital file. For instance, me, as a debater, I like to do things. I like to give what are called leading questions. You know, you ask a question not because you want the answer to that question, but because you want an answer to a question that you're gonna ask in 5 minutes. Or it's something like I wave my hand a certain way to get your attention in a certain spot, only to make you realize that now I have you looking into a trap. Or, you know, I show you a little hole in my own logic so that you start digging into that hole, only to realize that you're digging towards a pile of dynamite and it's ready to explode. So those are the type of thoughts, that's the type of mentality that I bring, you know, to the game. And so that's why I do videos like this. I want Namco Bandai to be able to completely change this game tomorrow, and you still be good at it, and you find a way to still contribute, and you find a way to still be successful. So that's why I don't talk about things so much that are exclusive to Tekken or exclusive to Injustice or exclusive to, you know, Dragon Ball Xenoverse, because I want you to be able to pick up any game and feel comfortable. So that's why I'm right back here on Tekken, going through the same combo over and over and over again, and just teaching myself the fabrics of the game. And I want you to be able to do that too. That is the niche that I feel like I can fill. You know what? I'm not always going to be able to bring you the best combos. I'm not always going to be able to teach you the frame rates of certain things, the drop rates of certain things, and, you know, how much damage this does in this instance or that instance. I'll provide some of that for you too. But at the same time, I want to be able to help you develop your mind in a way to where you can play anything and feel comfortable, to where you can have 3 completely different fighting games and play them all comfortably at the exact same time without any lag. Have you ever played like a couple of first-person shooters? You may play Call of Duty, and then you go over to something like Doom, and then you find yourself saying, oh man, I'm pushing the buttons that I'm supposed to be pushing for Call of Duty, but I'm on Doom. I want you to get to a point in fighting games where that's not a factor. So here we are, at the end of the video. So if you like the video, like it. If you think someone else might like it, share it. And if you want to see more, I really hope that you can subscribe.